He'll watch a movie, then he'll tell you all about it. It's the Armstrong Entertainment Show.
Hey, what's up everyone? This is Chad from Armstrong Entertainment, and I saw the movie Skyfall. It stars Daniel Craig, Judi Dench, Javier Bardem, Ralph Fiennes, and it's directed by Sam Mendes. Now, this is the third installment with Daniel Craig, and I'll just start off by saying I wasn't much of a James Bond fan until Daniel Craig started doing them. Then I went back and I watched all of them from the beginning, from the very first one. I think I'm in the 1980s now, so I'm kind of losing interest, but I've seen about 80% of the film, so that's how you can rate me on my fanness. So this mission is about, this movie is about Bond's mission he needs to recover a list that's stolen by the villain. I don't know why I just quoted villain. He needs to recover this list because it gives away all of the secret agents' identities, so if it gets into the wrong hands, they're all going to be killed. We've heard this plot before, it's nothing new. So I was a little disappointed in that. I thought the plot would be something a little more. This plot ended up going into a separate side story with Judi Dench's character, which was really interesting because she's in the other two movies, but she's not really in it too much. You don't really know much about her. But this movie is really focused on her, which is pretty cool because Judi Dench is amazing. The opening scene of this movie is crazy. Like, it doesn't even let you, like, as soon as you're sitting down, like, just starting to drink your drink and start eating your popcorn, immediately it's action-packed. It was a little too much too soon, in my opinion, because I figured, okay, where are they going to go now? They obviously have to go down and then back up and down. You can't really, I don't like it just starting off with such like a pow, you know? I kind of wish they would have built into it, but obviously they did this for a reason and they wanted it to be like a pow at the very beginning, which was whatever. The opening sequence, of course, with the Adele song Skyfall was always fun. I always like the opening sequences and watching them and hearing the songs, you know. It's just like everything about Bond, like the Aston Martin, the martinis, the Bond girls, the action, like all that crap. Now, the villain is played by Javier Bardem, and he was amazing. I've always liked him, but he was just so creepy and weird, and he was like a really cool villain. It was a little different. It kind of reminded me of the old school villains where they had like some sort of character flaw or something, and you'll see in the movie, but I thought he was great. I thought that there would be more Bond girls. That was one thing I thought this movie was lacking. Well, there's a few things I thought this movie was lacking, but the Bond girls, I didn't really connect with any of them. And I understand, like, you know, they usually have two, and the first one dies within the first 45 minutes, and then the other one takes over. But this one didn't really have any Bond girls. It seemed a little weird to me. There's a few things about this film that I wasn't a big fan of. The CGI I thought was horrendous. And granted, these movies are almost notorious for bad special effects. I don't know why. The CGI for the Kimono Dragon was horrendous. It looked like Return of the Jedi and that thing, and it was awful. It was awful. The CGI for the helicopter was bad. The face of Silva, the bad guy, was bad. It was just like really bad CGI, and it's like, why do you need to go into the CGI? It just didn't work for me, and it was kind of annoying, and I didn't like it. Overall, though, this movie is the #1 Bond movie of all time, I think. I think it's made like $800 million worldwide already. I was expecting a little more. Personally, I enjoyed Casino Royale a little more, but this movie by far is a great Bond film. If you're a Bond fan, you're going to love it. Definitely go check it out and let me know what you think. I'm kind of curious. I'd say Casino Royale is a little better, but this one is definitely worth seeing. So go check out Skyfall. Until next time.
He'll watch a movie, then he'll tell you all about it. It's the Armstrong Entertainment Show.